Hi, my name is Ethan Anthony, and this is day 314 of the Dictionary Audiobook Project. And I'm back again. I know a few days from my previous episode, but in the grand scheme of things, before that episode, it was about a month, or over a month, so not as bad, but still not great though, still not ideal. That's okay. I digress. Great to be back. Today is a good day because it's a Wednesday. And a new podcast episode got released. Reaction image there. That'll be the thumbnail or something. I don't know. I'll have to say new podcast is out today. I'll link it in the description. You can listen to it on Spotify too. But I'll link it the YouTube in here as well if you just want to listen on YouTube. But if you don't know, my podcast is called That Tracks. Today's episode, rather, I talk about the MTV game show Silent Library, and my co-host Carolyn talks about the folk musical Bright Star, written by Steve Martin. So, check that out. Yeah, I'll leave it in the description. I hope you all are doing well. I'll keep saying it until it becomes more and more true. We are almost to the end. This is the final stretch. Probably. Yeah. I mean, we have 52 more episodes after this, so it feels like a lot. But when you think about it, this is episode 314, so we already record 314 of these. What's 52 more gonna do, you know? you know? And that's all I got, actually. That's all I got for an intro. So if you have any questions about my life or about the podcast, leave it in the comments. Or about the dictionary, of course. Those are my big three areas of expertise. My life, my podcast, and me reading the dictionary. That's all I know. Let's read the dictionary then. So the S's have felt so long. I think the S's are really what's been taking me out, because it's been just a lot of that. But luckily, we are approaching the end of the S's, and we'll be hitting the T's very soon. And today's word is the word substandard. The word substandard. Substandard is an adjective of falling short of a standard or norm. Substantial adjective, one existing as or in substance, material, also not illusory, real. Two, important, essential, a substantial difference in the stories. Three, nourishing, satisfying, substantial meal. Four, having means, well-to-do. 5, considerable, substantial profit. 6, strong, firm, substantially, adverb. Substantiate, verb, 1 to give substance or body to. 2, verify, prove, substantiate a charge. Substantiation, noun. Substantive 1, noun, noun. Also a word or phrase used as a noun. Substantive 2, adjective, having substance, real, substantive charge. Substantive changes. Substitute 1, noun, a person or thing replacing another. Substitute, adjective. Substitute 2, verb, 1 to put or use in the place of another. 2 to serve as a substitute. Substitution, noun. Substrate, noun, 1 the base on which a plant or animal lives. 2, a substance acted upon as by an enzyme. Substratum, noun, the layer or structure as subsoil lying underneath. Substructure, noun, foundation, groundwork. Subsume, verb, to include or place within, something larger or more comprehensive. Subsurface, noun, earth material near the surface of the ground. Subsurface, adjective. Subterfuge, noun, a trick or device used in order to conceal, escape, or evade. Synonyms: fraud, deception, trickery. Subterranean, adjective, 1 lying or being underground. 2 secret, hidden, a subterranean network of criminals. Subtile, adjective, subtle, a subtile aroma. Subtitle, noun, 1 a secondary or explanatory title, as of a book. 2 printed matter projected on a motion picture screen during or between the scenes. Subtle, adjective, 1 hardly noticeable, subtle differences. 2 shrewd, perceptive, a subtle mind. 3 clever, sly, a subtle rogue. Subtlety, noun. Subtly, adverb. Subtract, verb, to take away as one part or number from another. Also to perform the operation of deducting one number from another. Subtraction, noun. Subtrahend, noun, a number that is to be subtracted from another. Subtropical, also subtropic, adjective, of relating to or being regions bordering on the tropical zone, a subtropical environment. Subtropics, noun, plural. Suburb, noun, 1 an outlying part of a city, also a small community adjacent to a city. 2 plural, a residential area adjacent to a city. Suburban, adjective or noun. Suburbanite, noun. Suburbia, noun. 1 suburbs. 2 suburban people or customs. Subvention, noun. Subsidy, endowment. Subvert, verb. 1 overthrow, ruin. 2 corrupt, subvert the rule of law. Subversion, noun. Subversive, adjective. Subway, noun. An underground way, especially an underground electric railway. Subwoofer, noun. A loudspeaker responsive only to the lowest acoustic frequencies. Succeed, verb. 1 to follow next in order or next after another, especially to inherit sovereignty, rank, title, or property. 2 to attain a desired object or end, be successful. Success, noun. 1 favorable or desired outcome. 2 the gaining of wealth and fame. 3 1 that succeeds. Successful, adjective. Successfully, adverb. Succession, noun. 1 the order, act, or right of succeeding to a property, title, or throne. 2 the act or process of following in order. 3 a series of persons or things that follow one after another. Synonyms: progression, sequence, chain, train, string. Successive, adjective. Following in order, consecutive, 3 successive days. Successively, adverb. Successor, noun. 1 that succeeds as to a throne, title, estate, or office. Succinct, adjective. Brief, concise, a succinct description. Synonyms: terse, laconic, summary, curt, short. Succinctly, adverb. Succinctness, noun. Succor, noun. Aid, help, relief. Succor, verb. Succotash, noun. Beans and corn kernels cooked together. Thuckatash, thuckatash. There we are. That's how we're supposed to say it. Succotash, thuckatash. Succor, chiefly British variation of succor, and this one is spelled S-U-C-C-O-U-R as opposed to S-U-C-C-O-R. Very important differentiation between the two. Succulent, 1, adjective. Full of juice, juicy. Also having fleshy tissues that conserve moisture. Succulent plants. Succulents, noun. Succulent, 2, noun. A succulent plant as a cactus or an aloe. Succumb, verb. 1 to yield to superior strength or force or overpowering appeal or desire. 2 die. Synonyms: submit, capitulate, relent, defer. Such, 1, adjective. 1 of this or that kind. 2 having a quality just specified or to be specified. Such, 2, pronoun. 1 such a one or ones. He's a star and acted as such. 2 that or those similar or related thereto. Boards, nails, and such. Such, 3, adverb. To that degree. So. Such like, adjective. Similar. Suck, 1, verb. 1 to draw in liquid and especially mother's milk with the mouth. Oh my God. And especially mother's milk. I know what they mean, but Jesus Christ. 2 to draw liquid from my action in the mouth. Suck an orange. 3 to take in or up. To take in or up or remove. To take in or up or remove by or as if by suction. 4 slang, to be objectionable. Suck, 2, noun. 1 a sucking movement or force. 2 the act of sucking. Sucker, noun. 1 that sucks. 2, a part of an animal, 2, a part of an animal's body used for sucking or for cleaning. 3, any of numerous freshwater fishes with thick, soft lips for sucking in food. 4, a shoot from the roots or lower part of a plant. 5, a person easily deceived. 6, uses a generalized term of reference. See if you can get that sucker working again. See if you can get that sucker working again. Suckle, verb, to give or draw milk from the breast or udder. Also, nurture. Suckling, noun, a young unweaned mammal. Suck up, noun, a person who seeks to gain favor by flattery, a suck up to the teacher. Sucre, noun, the basic monetary unit of Ecuador until 2000. Sucrose, noun, a sweet sugar obtained commercially, especially from sugarcane or sugar beets. Suction, noun, 1, the act of sucking, 2, the act or process of drawing something as liquid or dust into a space, as in a vacuum cleaner or a pump, by partially exhausting the air in the space. Suctional, adjective. Suction cup, noun, a cup-shaped device in which a partial vacuum is produced when applied to a surface. Sudden, adjective, 1, happening or coming unexpectedly, sudden shower. Also changing angle or character all at once, sudden turn, sudden descent. 2, hasty rash, sudden decision. 3, made or brought about in a short time, prompt, sudden cure. Synonyms: precipitate, headlong, impetuous. Suddenly, adverb, suddenness, noun. Sudden infant death syndrome, noun, death due to unknown causes of an apparently healthy infant, usually before 1 year of age and especially during sleep. Sudoku, noun, a puzzle in which several numbers are to be filled into a 9x9 grid of squares so that every row, every column, and every 3x3 box contains the numbers 1 through 9. Suds, noun, plural, soapy water, especially when frothy, sudsy, adjective. Sue, verb, 1, petition, solicit, sued for peace. 2, to seek justice or right by bringing legal action, sued the company. Suede, noun, 1, leather with a napped surface. 2, a fabric with a suede-like nap. Suet, noun, the hard fat from beef and mutton that yields tallow. Suff, abbreviation, 1, sufficient, 2, suffix. Suffer, verb, 1, to feel or endure pain. 2, experience, undergo, suffer a defeat. 3, to bear loss, damage, or injury. 4, allow, permit. Synonyms: endure, abide, tolerate, stand, book, stomach. Sufferable, adjective, sufferer, noun. Sufferance, noun, 1, consent or approval implied by a lack of interference or resistance. 2, endurance, patience. Suffering, noun, pain, misery, hardship, human suffering. Suffice, verb, 1, to satisfy a need, be sufficient. 2, to be capable or competent. Sufficiency, noun, 1, a sufficient quantity to meet one's needs. 2, adequacy. Sufficient, adjective, adequate to sufficient, adjective, adequate to accomplish a purpose or meet a need. Sufficiently, adverb. Suffix 1, noun, an affix occurring at the end of a word. An affix occurring at the end of a word. Suffix 2, verb, to attach as a suffix. Suffixation, noun. Suffocate, verb, stifle, smother, choke. Suffocatingly, adverb, suffocation, noun. Suffragan, noun, an assistant bishop, especially one not having the right of succession. Suffragan, adjective. Suffrage, noun, 1, vote, 2, the right to vote, franchise. Suffragette, noun, a woman who advocates suffrage for women. Suffragist, noun, one who advocates extension or suffrage, especially to women. One who advocates extension or suffrage, especially to women. Boop, boop, nice. Suffuse, verb, spread over or through in the manner of a fluid or light. Synonyms: infuse, imbue, ingrain, steep. Suffusion, noun. Sugar 1, noun, 1, a sweet substance that is colorless or white when pure and is chiefly sucrose from sugarcane or sugar beets. 2, a water-soluble compound as glucose similar to sucrose. Sugary, adjective. Sugar 2, verb, 1, to mix, cover, or sprinkle with sugar. 2, to sweeten, sugar, advice with flattery. 3, to form sugar, a syrup that sugars. 4, granulate. Sugar beet, noun, a large beet with a white root from which sugar is made. Sugar cane, noun, a tall grass widely known in warm regions for the sugar in its stalks. Sugar daddy, noun, 1, a well-to-do, usually older man who supports or spends lavishly on a mistress, girlfriend, or boyfriend. Very progressive. 2, a generous benefactor of a cause. Sugar maple, noun, a maple with a sweet sap, especially one of eastern North America, with sap that is the chief source of maple syrup and maple sugar. Sugar pea, noun, snow pea. Sugar plum, noun, a small ball of candy. Suggest, verb, 1, to put as a thought, plan, or desire into a person's mind. 2, to remind or evoke by association of ideas. Synonyms imply, hint, intimate, insinuate, connote. Connote, yeah. Suggestible, adjective, easily influenced by suggestion. Suggestion, noun, 1, an act or instance of suggesting, also something suggested. 2, a slight indication. Suggestive, adjective, tending to suggest something, especially suggesting something improper or indecent. Suggestively, adverb, suggestiveness, noun. Suicide 1, noun, 1, the act of killing oneself purposely. 2, 1 that commits or attempts suicide. Suicidal, adjective. Suicide 2, adjective, being or performing a deliberate act resulting in the voluntary death of the person who does it. A suicide mission, a suicide bomber. Sui generis. Sui generis. Sui generis, adjective, being in a class by itself, unique. Suit 1, noun, 1, an action in court to recover a right or claim. 2, an act of suing or entreating it, especially courtship. 3, a number of things used together, suit of clothes. 4, all the playing cards in a pack bearing the same symbol. Suit 2, verb, 1, to be appropriate or fitting. 2, to be becoming to. 3, to meet the needs or desires of. Please. Suitable, adjective, fitting, proper, appropriate. Suitable dress. Synonyms fit, meet, apt, happy. Suitability, noun. Suitableness, noun. Suitably, adverb. Suitcase, noun, a portable case designed to hold traveler's clothing and personal articles. Suite, noun, 1, retinue. 2, a group of rooms occupied as a unit. 3, a modern instrumental composition in several movements of different character. Also a long orchestral concert, arrangement, and suite form of material drawn from a longer work. Excuse me. 4, a set of matched furniture for a room. Suiting, noun, fabric for suits of clothes. Suitor, noun, 1, who sues or petitions. 2, 1 who courts a woman or seeks to marry her. Sukiyaki, noun, thin slices of meat, tofu, and vegetables cooked in soy sauce and water. Sulfa drug, noun, any of various synthetic organic bacteria inhibiting drugs. Sulfate, noun, a salt or ester of sulfuric acid. Sulfide, noun, a compound of sulfur. Sulfur, noun, a non-metallic chemical element used especially in the chemical and paper industries and in vulcanizing rubber. Sulfur dioxide, noun, a heavy, pungent, toxic gas that is used especially in bleaching as a preservative and as a refrigerant and is a major air pollutant. Sulfuric, adjective, of relating to or containing sulfur. Sulfuric acid, noun, a heavy, corrosive, oily, strong acid. Sulfurous, adjective, one, of relating to or containing sulfur. Two, of relating to brimstone or the fire of hell, infernal. Two, fiery, inflamed, sulfurous sermons. Sulk, one, verb. Sulk, one, verb, to be or become moodily silent or irritable. Sulk, two, noun, a sulky mood or spell. Sulky, one, adjective, inclined to sulk, morose, moody, a sulky mood. Synonyms: surly, glum, sullen, gloomy. Sulkily, adverb, sulkiness, noun. Sulky, two, noun, a light two-wheeled horse-drawn vehicle used with a seat for the driver and usually no body. With a seat for the driver and usually no body. Okay. Sullen, adjective, one, gloomily silent, morose. Two, dismal, gloomy, a sullen sky. Synonyms: glum, surly, dour, saturnine. Sullenly, adverb, sullenness, noun. And folks, we're ending on the word sullen today, the word sullen, which I hope doesn't make you all feel too sullen. As the last thing I'd want. I feel like I've already done that enough with being so distant this past month. But I'm back, and we are finishing this book. We're finishing this book. We're so close. Like, again, I'll do it again. I always do this where I'm like, this is how much we have left. And, it makes me feel more confident that I can actually do it. Let me just get it real quick. Because if you remember, we start with the back first. This is how much we have left of the Merriam-Webster Dictionary. We are so close. We can do it. But I digress. So we're ending on the word sullen today. Next episode, we're starting with the word sully. Yeah. Great to be back. It'll be good to get this book finished. Yeah, and then I can do all my other projects, including the podcast, which I'll link again in the description. All good stuff. Something else that's good is that my name. My name is good. I have a good name. Sue me. I have a good name. My name is Ethan. Ethan spelled Eythen. Very important. Not the other spelling. Not the classic spelling as some of these other Ethans are going to say. My spelling is the cool spelling. The Eythen. All the cool folks are doing it that way. And if you don't have that, then I'm sorry. Though if you are subscribed and your name is spelled the classic Ethan way, that's fine. I'm not going to be upset about it. But I'll know. I'll remember. Folks, thank you for watching. Please check out the podcast again. And I'll see you all next time. Have a good day.